the story of a young girl named Katie who moves to Havana with her family. Katie's father works for an American company, and the family arrives in Havana at a time when the island is still under the rule of dictator Fulgencio Batista, and revolutionary sentiment among the population is growing. From the very beginning of her stay in the new city, Katie is fascinated by the atmosphere of Havana, its exotic, bright colors and the sounds of music that permeate the city. She wants to fit in, explore the new world and understand what attracts people to this vibrant culture. Soon after her arrival, Katie gets to know the local youth and starts attending parties at the hotel where her family is staying. At one of these parties she notices Javier, a Cuban waiter who also dances in the local clubs. Javier is a talented and passionate dancer, and Katie is immediately attracted to his energy and passion that he puts into dancing. She is a dancer herself, but her style is ballet and standard ballroom dancing, which she studied in the USA and which she finds too formal compared to the liberated and sensual Cuban style. At first their interactions are limited to brief glances and chance encounters, but soon Katie and Javier begin to get to know each other better. Katie is attracted by the opportunity to become part of a real-life culture that is radically different from the life she is used to in America. She asks Javier to teach her to dance, and he agrees, though not immediately. Together they begin to train, and gradually Katie is immersed in the world of Cuban music and dance. Javier introduces her to his circle of friends and Katie learns about the hardships and injustices faced by the locals. Meanwhile, tensions begin to rise between Katie and her parents. Her father believes that she should be careful not to get involved in local life, fearing for her safety given the difficult political situation in the country. However, Katie finds herself increasingly estranged from her family, finding comfort and support among new friends. Her passion for dancing and Javier grows stronger and she decides to participate with him in a dance competition to be held in Havana. Javier sees this as a chance for a better future, as winning the competition could open up new opportunities for him and save him from having to work as a waiter. As Katie and Javier continue to rehearse, their relationship grows closer and deeper. They both realize that it's not just dance that binds them together, but a shared desire for freedom and a desire to escape what society dictates. Javier dreams of freeing his country from dictatorship and becoming free, and Kathy seeks personal freedom and self-expression, which for her is embodied in dance. Between them there is a spark that grows into romantic feelings. However, their happiness is overshadowed by the political situation in the country. The revolution in Cuba is gaining momentum, and soon it becomes clear that Havana is on the threshold of major changes. One day when he and Javier rehearse in the club where they are, soldiers burst in and arrest several of Javier's friends, suspecting them of participating in revolutionary actions. Javier manages to avoid arrest, but this incident makes him realize that his own life and the lives of his loved ones are in danger. Katie, seeing all this, begins to realize how complicated and dangerous the situation around her is. She also realizes that her affair with Javier may have serious consequences not only for herself but also for him. Her parents try to convince her to return home and forget about her Cuban adventures, but Katie refuses. She realizes that she can't just leave Javier and his friends at such a difficult time. On the day of the pageant, their performance is brilliant. They dance a passionate and exciting dance that thrills the audience. However, shortly after the contest, a coup d'état begins and the streets of Havana are filled with soldiers and revolutionaries. Katie and Javier are forced to flee the city, but their paths diverge. Javier decides to stay behind to support his friends and his country, while Kathy leaves Cuba with her family at the insistence of her parents. This moment becomes the culmination of their relationship. Kathy realizes that their love cannot continue under conditions where each of them must fight for their own freedom and future. She leaves realizing that she may never see Javier again, but also realizes that their meeting and everything that happened between them changed her life forever. When Katie returns to America, she brings with her not only memories of Cuba, but also a new self that is stronger, freer, and more independent. She realizes that her experience in Cuba, her encounter with Javier and their dance helped her find her way in life. Although she will never see Javier again, their connection remains in her heart as a reminder that in life it is important to be true to yourself, to your dreams and aspirations. Katie re-enters the world of dance, but with a new sense of freedom and inner strength. She no longer just performs the standard moves, but dances the way Javier taught her with heart and passion. In her eyes you can see the determination to follow her own path, no matter how difficult and unpredictable it may be.